afternoon, bookworms. How's it all going? As you can see from my plot, I'm trying to be topical and trying to be the next Katniss Everdeen. So I obviously, because I've recently started a channel, I need to get myself out there. I mean, I'm not really that bothered about the amount of subscribers, but obviously, you know, the more the merrier. So I checked up on the Booktube Newbie Tag, and I'm going to answer some questions for you today. First question, why did I start this channel? The reason why I started this channel was because I originally started running a WordPress blog of reviews of books, which I still run if you guys want to check it out. And I found that whilst it was really lovely expressing my thoughts on a screen and typing my thoughts down, I actually really like speaking my thoughts out loud. So I started this channel to see which mediums worked best for me, and currently it's YouTube, but I still go on WordPress to 1, do my script for this video, and 2, for people who prefer reading rather than listening, or for people who may be deaf. So I'm providing both solutions for you. What can I bring to the BookTube community? Obviously I'm bringing in my witty banter. I really want to bring my enthusiasm into the community, and I really want to explore new books and new genres. I feel like I've been very stuck in a certain type of book, and I think going onto YouTube and entering this community will broaden my horizons, so I'm very excited about that. What am I most excited for this channel? Honestly, just reading books and telling my thoughts. I really think this is a great medium to express how I feel about books, because I feel like whenever I talk to people about books, they're not really that interested. So I'm very, very excited to just say my thoughts, and hopefully some people will listen. Why do I love reading? Why do I love reading? Very good question. I only really started getting into proper reading recently. For a lot of years I didn't really read that much. I saw it as a chore because I had to read for GCSE, I have to read for my uni course, and I just think now I just love exploring new stories, exploring new worlds, trying to broaden myself to new personalities and different characters. I just love that reading can take you to this new world that you've never explored before, and I think it's just fantastic. What questions would I ask my fellow booktubers? When you do haul videos, do you buy them? Do people send you them? Because I don't have a lot of books at the moment. I mean, I do have a lot. I think I have about like 30 odd books, but I know I will run out at some point. It just bewilders me whenever I see like book hauls or like Lush hauls. I'm just like, how are you getting this stuff? What book series got me into reading? Sorry to be unoriginal, but it is the Harry Potter series. But the book series that really got me into reading recently is probably the Hunger Games. What challenges will be the hardest to overcome? Most likely reading my books on time. If you don't know my schedule, you might have picked up on it. Every fortnight I finish a book and I review it for you. If I have an idea for a vlog or there's a tag I want to do, I'll post a vlog in between that fortnight. So then it relieves the pressure of me having to come up with creative ideas for vlogs. I don't want to just do like the cinnamon challenge like once a week. I just don't think that'll be very interesting for anyone. So I want to do something that I really desperately want to do. I feel like a fortnight gives me a lot of time. I read about 20 odd pages per night depending on the book, and it really is being very productive. But I think it's just a case of whether I'm procrastinating or not, and I'm just like, I'll skip it for the night. When did I start reading? Weird thing. In year 6, I think. In year 6. I started watching the Harry Potter films before I started reading the books, but I really loved Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and for some reason I started reading that first in year 6. I didn't read any of the books beforehand. My sisters were not happy with me. So yeah, Harry Potter 5 was the first book I ever read. Where do I read? Normally it's when I'm in my PJs and I'm in my bed and I'm just chilling. I don't really read anywhere else. I mean, when I was doing makeup for Dying For It by Moira Buffini, I said in that review that I was reading in between the acts because I was needing an act 2. But that's a really rare occurrence. I normally just read before I go to bed. What kind of books do I like? I don't like non-fiction. Really don't. I love fantasy, I love magic, and the book I'm currently reading at the moment is very magical, and I'm so excited to review it because I'm really loving it so far. And that's all the questions for the Booktube Newbie Tag. I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I shall see you next week in my book review. Catch you later.